Fresh to death on a Sunday night, and you all are with me. Station in the chat too. Welcome everybody to the Secret Variant. This is the Ultra Maximus in the house, and you are watching the Ultra Maximus channel here on YouTube. And of course, that means that you are likely seeing a subscription notification. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, you should probably do yourself a favor. Go ahead and click that notification bell for notifications for when we go live here, because I got responsibilities that sometimes prevent me from adhering to schedule, and I don't want you guys to miss the show. But you know what? We're at 900 plus subscribers, cooking on our way to 1,000, and you guys are a great reason why that is that way. So I want to thank you. So thank y'all for joining, and don't forget about the giveaway of giveaways called the Ultra Box. Yep, it's taking up way too much space in my house, so we need to get to 1,000 so I can go ahead and give that away. And please also make sure that you hit up our buddy Herd S. Eric on IG for any graphics work you might need. Does some awesome logo work. Did my logo, well, of course, did Drunken Chats, and he also did Mama Comic Lucy's. So yeah, he's got credentials. And of course, our soundtrack is provided by White Bat Audio, so you can follow Carl Casey at White Bat Audio on YouTube. You can also find them on Spotify and a bunch of other places. Don't forget, if you are sorting your collection and you use white cardboard boxes, you're going to want to get yourself some of these comic barricades to help you with your collection organizing. And I've just been through organizing boxes and boxes, and of course I'm still short on boxes, but this is probably the best invention since sliced bread. And if you don't know, now you know. And of course, now that you know, you can of course take advantage of the code ULTRA for 10% off of your comic barricade order. Make sure you hit them up. And then, of course, shout out to our friends at Wanna Comics for our previous and future giveaways. That means I got a giveaway coming. Tune in for that. And then, of course, they're dropping that issue of Vinyl, Master of Puppet Swipe, and MFKZ, of course. Some good hits over there. And then don't forget, guys, we are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. But until then, there is no Super Chat active. But if you feel frisky and you want to make a contribution to donating towards the journalistic practices of Ultra Maximus here, trying to make me... I don't know, do whatever, you know, it's not required, but you guys can, of course, do that at paypal.me/ultramaximus, and anytime they are donated, I graciously appreciate it, because it does go right back into making sure the production does improve around here. Ultra Maximus and the Speculation Matrix, of course, is one of my things I'm known for, so make sure that you do check that out. And of course, in order to help me reach that 1,000, guys, share some of these videos. We got this second printing homage variant breakdown that I did, and also the entire Marvel hip hop variant list. So yeah, man. The Raw Reporters, of course, when I do this little funny thing, you know, pickups and mail drops. And you guys like to see what I'm picking up, of course, because it helps you get inside the mind of the spec that I'm doing. But again, I'm going to ask that you leave me a comment if you're watching this video on the rewind. Make sure that you have liked and shared the video, of course, and that you are subscribed and click that notification bell. So everybody, let's get cracking. This is, of course, the Secret Variant, and we're going to move on into everything going on here tonight. So let's change up the view. Say hi to the crowd. What up, everybody? Thank you for joining me here this evening, and it is a fine Sunday evening in the House of Maximus. And yeah, got the house in order, got everything up and running last night, hanging with the Spine Ticks guys. Actually got FOC done before I went to sleep, which rarely happens. But nonetheless, we're here to break down all of the final order cutoff. So what does that mean? If you are new to FOC and what that term is, it stands for Frick, There's Other Covers. Or something like that. But final order cutoff is going to be where final orders are due tomorrow or today, depending on your publisher. So you're going to look at all those lists. I'm going to give you all the breakdowns here today, and hopefully you don't miss out on anything that's coming out. So we got everybody in the live chat. Thank you all, everybody, for joining. Good to see all you guys here. But let's get into this, everybody. The Secret Variant is officially go, and of course that means if we're looking at books that are coming out in 3 weeks, there's probably going to be a little bit of spoilerific things happening here. So I'm not trying to spoil you, but it's probably going to happen, everybody. But I will spoil you with gobs and gobs of information and a perspective from myself. See how we go. So first up, we got a Blaze, and that's going to be dropping us Space Pirate Captain Harlock, issue number 4. Now, I do believe this is just going to be a mini-series over here at Blaze. So, with it being a mini-series, you know, there's always the potential that they're going to bring it back for more. And this property, I honestly think, has serious potential. But nonetheless, the Mercado cover, that's freaking amazing. And then, of course, there's this one here's cover C. But cover D is looking pretty awesome as well. And then we start getting into cover E. And then wait, 10 copy incentive, which is your virgin. Then you have a 20 copy Mercado virgin, and then you also have a 30 copy Moritat virgin. I like this one too, just because if you know the characters in the story, you'll know why those two are together there. And we're on to the next publisher, which is Aftershock, Shattering Your Expectations, which this is one of the few Aftershock books, I guess, that does not stop at 5 issues, because this is Donny Cates' Baby Teeth. And it says it's the final issue. So if this is your final issue of Baby Teeth, I hope you all have enjoyed the story. And we'll see what some of you guys think about the final issue in a couple of weeks, I guess. Bunny Mask number 4. Now, of course, this is a 5-issue miniseries as well. And then with Seven Swords number 4. So all of these are coming up on their penultimate issue. So they're going to leave you, hopefully, with wanting to read the final issue for whatever cliffhangers they leave you on. We'll see how that goes. Archie. And of course, Archie Comics giving you Betty and Veronica Jumbo Comics Digest number 297 and a very Halloween-themed cover. That's going to be the only Archie book that we have dropping for that week at least. Artist, Writers, and Artisans is going to be giving us Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal number 5. So, next up, we got Devil's Due Press, and they are, of course, dropping a Trailer Park Boys Get a Effing Comic second print. So apparently, even at I think it was like an $8.99 or $7.99 cover price, this thing has gotten to trip a second printing. So if you guys missed out on the first, now's your opportunity to catch that second. Next up, we've got Heavy Metal, giving us Swamp God number 2. And that's going to wrap it up for them. And then Oni Press. We got Jana and the Unpossible Monsters number 6, cover A by Samney. And then the cover B by Stevens. All right, next up, okay, so this is the Scout stuff that actually just closed on final order cutoff today. So I showed this stuff to you last week, so if you did see it last week, you knew about it already. By the Horns issue number 6, and that was going to be the only one that they had, but, and look at this date, everybody, so 9/2, yes, that's right, Thursday, 9/2, we have final orders due for all Lunar Distribution books. That means Scout, DC, Ahoy. But I didn't see anything actually coming up from Ahoy, so you don't have to worry about missing anything there. But these are the following books that are going to be due this Thursday on FOC. Broken Souls Ballad, Cherry Blackbird, and that's, of course, issue 4 of 4 for Broken Souls, and then issue number 3 of 5 for the Cherry Blackbird. The Electric Black, The Dark Caravan, number 1, however, is going to be dropping. And then, of course, there's We Don't Kill Spiders number 1 second printing. Now, I do believe we're seeing a pattern with some of those number 1s where they're going to get a VHS variant, so be on the lookout for that one, just happening just in case. But the White Ash Legendary Edition is going to be also dropping that day, and I believe that's going to be like that huge, kind of like artist proof size. So you guys are going to want to get your names down for that one if you are all about that. And then, of course, Scoot Comics, which is the kids' all ages imprint from Scout, is going to be dropping the Ninja Scouts and the Mask of Humbaba. That's going to wrap it up for them. All right, next up, we got Titan Comics, and this is going to be a pretty big book. So you guys are going to want to make sure that you talk to your stores and make sure that they order enough copies of this Gun Honey FOC variant, because they're going to need to. So this is the Adam Hughes cover that has the trade dress on it, and the trade dress isn't too bad. And of course, check out the top there. It's actually got a quote from Stephen King where he says, "Hard Case Crime presents good, clean, bare-knuckled storytelling. This is an exciting line of books." So, hey, Glenn, I appreciate you, man. You guys have rewarded me with enough subscribers and stuff like that, and I know that you're going to continue to do so. And as long as I can turn this into something eventually, to maybe not have my wife carrying all the burden, that would be great. As of course a hope of mine, but we're not there yet. But in the meantime, I'm still going to give you guys as good content as I can provide you. But this Gun Honey number 1. Make sure that you guys, if you are an Adam Hughes fan, you make sure you get your name down for this one, because it's probably going to be a pretty big run on this one, because there's going to be a lot of people who aren't paying attention to final order cutoffs right now are going to miss this. But Gun Honey is also going to be dropping a bunch of other covers. So Bill Sienkiewicz is doing the cover A. We got a cover B by McGinnis, who did that Minky Woodcock Virgin variant too. And then cover C, and then cover D Then there's going to be a 10 copy incentive from Sinkowitz, and then also a 20 copy pink wash virgin from Sinkowitz. So I know what you guys are saying, that like the Sinkowitz variants look good, right? There is a store exclusive of the Adam Hughes, a foil virgin, as well as a standard non-foil virgin cover done through a couple of stores. So if you are on the internet, you can try to find those. They are both, I think, limited to 1,000. It's pretty low for an Adam Hughes book, honestly. So I wouldn't want you guys to miss out on that. All right, next up, we have Valiant, dropping Exo Man Award number 6, and Raza continuing to deliver absolute fire. Shout out to Mighty Mel V. And Exo Man Award number 6, cover B by Dave Johnson. No, it's a different Johnson. It's got to be a different Johnson. It doesn't look like Dave Johnson work. And then the pre-order bundled edition, pretty awesome looking there. So, do I look like, is my beard, barbarian enough to play Eric of Exo Man Award? Vault. I know I keep on trying to pursue my acting and voice acting career further, but a guy can dream, right? But Barbaric number 3, cover A, giving you a deluxe black and white edition. So Barbaric number 3, even though it's a 3-issue miniseries, decided they want to try to get you to come back for a black and white edition. And then there's a deluxe edition black and white bag, black bag variant. So the black bag variants tend to be a little bit on the risque side. And then we got Engine Ward number 12, cover A. And then the cover B, which unfortunately all those covers were not available. Boom! Dropping Dark Blood number 2, second printing. So apparently Dark Blood is selling out and going second print. And then of course it looks like they're going to try to trigger the second print to drop on the same day as Dark Blood number 3, which is good stuff. Dark Blood number 3, cover B. And I like this. It's got that old, pre-code horror kind of vibe to it, right? Dark Blood number 3 has a 10 copy incentive, which is a black and white of the other one, and then of course the 25 copy incentive by Christian Ward. The cover is on fire, and the cover is literally fire. Christian Ward, man, I could probably have to do a spec matrix on him soon. He just does insane stuff. Dune, House Atreides number 10. Hey kitty, I got a kitty over here trying to. You better not be biting them comics. You know what's good for you, cat. Yeah, she wants pets right now, but I'm ignoring her. But here's your cover B by Tedesco, which Tedesco, one of the best artists out right now. And then you have a 25 copy incentive right here by Kegel, and then near 50 copy incentive is a version of the Tedesco variant. All right, everybody say hi to the cat. She will not let me do the show without sitting on my lap and getting petted. So, Eat the Rich number 5, of course. Here's your cover A, and then your cover B, and then your 10 copy incentive, and then you have a 25 copy incentive by Levette. Good Luck number 4, cover A, Corona, and then the cover B, 25 copy incentive by John Boy Myers. Now, I got to give a shout out to Comics Talk Weekly Phil from pointing out weeks ago that they actually dropped random foil variants into Good Luck number 1. I don't know how many there were. I think he said something like super low, like 50 or 75, something ridiculous like that. So if you guys are picking up foil variants of these books, you probably have good luck. Once in Future number 20 with a cover A by Dan Mora. And then your 10 copy incentive. Once in Future number 20, cover C, 25 copy incentive by Ryan Sook. And is it me, or is London just constantly getting hammered in this book? I think England and the King Arthurian legend. I think they get it embellished just a little bit. But yeah, All right, that's gonna wrap it up for Boom. So that means we're on to Dark Horse already. And if Dark Horse has given us Black Hammer Visions number 8 of 8, expect something to follow. Because I know that there's another Black Hammer series that is currently running besides this, but the Visions number 8 is the final of this series. And I believe every single one of these is showcasing a new character in the Black Hammer universe. So there possibly is spec potential here, but Dark Horse spec hasn't really panned out a lot lately. It is what it is. But here is your cover C of Black Hammer Visions. And then, of course, we've got Killer Queens number 2 of the 4-issue miniseries. There's your cover B. And then here is the cover C. Unfortunately, did not have any art available at the time of the show. Norse Mythology 2. And this is a book that we talked about on Spine Ticks earlier this morning. And this is definitely one of those books that I'm going to be looking into, probably speed reading the 2 volumes. If they're 6 issues apiece, and this is volume 2, I think I could probably find time to read it. And of course, David Mack, never letting us down with this cover. And of course, hey Kitty, where are you? Got one of your friends on the show here. So this is really good. Dre at Barnhouse Comics, what's up to you, sir? And a shout out to everybody else. Batmite, 78 points of articulation. Evils Comics, Jamie Sandoval, Eric Temple, Dave Collects. Thanks for being in here and holding down. And Dave, you checked out a little early last week, my man, and you missed the opportunity to ban somebody. So I hope nobody has to, comes in here needs to be banned. But I do want to give you the option of being able to ban somebody. But anyway, Tales from Harrow County, Fairfolk, number 3 of 4, and it doesn't show. Oh, there's a cover A, and then here is your cover B. I thought there was only one cover for this one, but I was wrong. But that's going to wrap it up for Dark Horse, and that means we are into the long list. Dynamite! But everybody, here we go. So, Barbarella. So, is anybody reading this Barbarella series? If you are, let me know. But Derek Chu, obviously, enjoyed drawing this one. And then we got the Cohen cover. And then Selena. Real Ridge 6 had to build a small kitchen. Hey, it happens every now and then. Thanks for joining, buddy. Barbarella number 3 with cover E cosplay. And then the Perillo black and white. And then we got the incentive by Chrome. And then we got the 20 copy incentive by Cohen. The 25 copy Chew black and white. Perillo limited version. Chew limited version, Cohen limited version, and then we got an FOC bonus, the FOC other bonus, the FOC incentive Selena version, and then the 11 copy incentive Mina version, and then the 15 copy FOC incentive Muzabekov version, 21 copy FOC cosplay. You haven't read it, just looked at it slowly. Hey, it happens sometimes, Jeff. Sometimes distractions, Dynamite Lives, cover A by Perillo over here, giving us more of the Ash and Red Sonja team up. So this is interesting. Here's your cover B, your cover C by Linsner, cover D by Acosta, and then your cover E cosplay variant. Cover F, 10 copy incentive. And then your cover G, 20 copy incentive. Cover H, 25 copy Linsner. 30 copy incentive by Acosta. And then the Perillo limited version variant cover. And then the Soydom limited version. The FOC bonus variant. I don't know what limb this is by, but this is a tight looking limb variant. Red Sonja's got some green magic eyes too. It's wild. 7 copy incentive black and white version by Perillo. And then, of course, your limb version FOC variant 11 copy. And then your 15 copy FOC. And it's going to wrap it up for them. Now we are on to more. Oh, yeah. Selena sells his original art on eBay. Yep. That's it's probably going to be seeing an uptick here. Vampirilla 24 cover A by Perillo. The cover B by Mastrazo. The cover C by Mare. Cover D by Gundas. And why has Vampirilla got a gun? Why does she have a gun? She doesn't need a gun. She could be shot multiple times and still just drink the blood of the guy shooting at her. Cover E cosplay. Perillo again. 20 copy black and white. 25 copy incentive cosplay version. Mastrazo black and white. 40 copy incentive by Perillo, and then your Perillo limited version, your Mare limited version, which actually that doesn't match up with what they gave me. So did I mess up somewhere in here? Because that looks like Perillo to me. That's a 40 copy, and I think they might have messed up the name there because that does not look like Mare. But there probably is going to be a Mare limited version cover. So be on the lookout for that one. And then 40 copy incentive Perillo Virgin, and then the 30 copy Mastrazo Black and White, 25 copy. Oh, see, I'm going backwards. See, this is part of my problem here. There we go. FOC bonus by White, and then FOC bonus by Castro. And then the 7 copy incentive by RB White. Your FOC 11 copy incentive by Castro. And yeah, that's true. Silver bullets for Werewolves, Batmite. You are on point there. And then Vampirilla number 24, 15 copy FOC, and your 21 copy FOC incentive Mare Black and White Virgin. So we are now on to IDW. IDW giving us G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero, number 286. So here we have a Zartan and Baroness cover with Scarlet, Snake Eyes, and I don't know enough of the Joe's names by heart anymore. I used to know these things when I was like a real little kid, but not anymore. G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, number 286, cover B. It's a 6 Storm Shadow cover. And these B covers, honestly, are not ordered as much as you would think. So, and then the 10 copy incentive by John Royale. So, yeah, definitely looking like something's going on that cover, huh? Marvel Action Spider-Man number 5. So I don't know if this is timed to come out just right around the trailer releases. So are they pushing Doc Ock upon us, everybody? Because here's your 10 copy incentive Doc Ock variant for Marvel Action Spider-Man. And as you know, a lot of these Marvel Action IDW all ages books are severely underordered. The 10 copy incentives are usually, you know, let's say these things break 10,000. You have 1,000 copies of that 1 in 10 incentive estimated in circulation, probably a little bit more, you know, for overprinting and stuff like that. But this is the gamble that you run with. All right, now if you have the money to speculate on these Marvel Action books, they could be good or they could be bad because it's a real high risk here. But the Star Wars Adventures Ghost of Vader's Castle cover A, got a Francavilla, and this says Dawn of the Droids, and then here is your cover B. So it's Ghost of Vader's Castle story. It's got Jar Jar, Padme, and Anakin, and it's got a 10 copy incentive right here by Francavilla. These are going to be found in the kids section. You're probably going to find a bunch of them over there. So, TMNT, The Last Ronin number 1, getting a 4th printing, which I didn't think was going to be possible because they've already done 3 printings and a director's cut, but they decided you needed another print. TMNT, The Last Ronin number 2 of 5, the 3rd printing. And then Transformers Beast Wars number 8, and your cover A by Andrew Griffith. Your cover B by G. I don't know who you are, G, but that Black Arachne is looking very Jeffrey Vareggi. And then you got your 10 copy incentive by Miller. So I believe that's Tarantulas and Black Arachnia going after each other. So interesting stuff going on there for you Beast Wars fans. And of course, now we are into Image Comics. Image Comics giving us Chew number 8. No variants. All right, so Echo Lands number 2, and the reason why this book is sideways is because, of course, the staples will be on the very far left, so it's gonna be sideways in your bag and board. Basically, you open this lengthwise, or what would you say, horizontally? You know. Vertically, if you're looking at it the wrong way. But Echo Lands number 2 has a cover B by Samson, but what they are doing is every time they drop another issue, they're going to give you a cut edition. So it's basically like a director's cut. So this is basically a second printing of number 1, and then you get this one here, which has a cover B of the raw cut as well. So raw cut number 1 as well as issue 2 should be dropping on the same day. Frontiersman number 1, cover A. And of course, this is the one that I made the joke. It says it's Johnny Appleseed crossed over with Paul Bunyan. And Frontiersman number 1 has a cover B, black and white by Scalera. I don't know if it's going to be black and white when it hits, though. Philadelphia number 17 is cover A by Alexander. And then cover B by Williams. King Spawn number 2. And man, let me tell you something. I did one final check before going live, and they did not have this cover art when I initially put the slides together. But here is your Todd McFarlane King Spawn cover 2. And it appears that we have the return of Billy Kincaid, everybody. So if you don't remember, Billy Kincaid is one of the first villains that Spawn took out. King Spawn number 2 has a cover C by Fernandez. pretty cool looking cover there. Sweet Paprika by Mirka Andolfo, issue number 3 of a 12-issue series. And here she is on the cover B by Mr. Seeley, who did some of those more risque variants for some other books. And then here is your cover C by Pocket. Here is your cover D. And then here is Mirka's cover E, which is the not safe for work cover. So I guess it's a little bit more on the risque side. Make sure you get your orders in for that one if that's what you want. Yeah, landscape. Thank you. Thank you, 78 points of articulation. Couldn't think of the word for the life of me here because got a million things going through my head right now. Nocterra number 6, second printing, giving you a really cool looking Tony Daniel cover, still just recolored of the first print, obviously. Old Guard Tales Through Time number 6 of 6. So this is the final issue of this series. Cover A and then cover B. And of course, they just said that they will be returning for another Netflix movie here soon. So Old Guard Tales Through Time number 6, cover C. Ordinary Gods went back for a second printing. So here's your second printing. And then Ordinary Gods number 2 also went back for a second printing. Radiant Black number 7 had a second printing. And then the cool stuff. So I haven't read a single issue of Radiant Black, even though I've been trying to get it into the read pile for me to kind of read it and give it a fair shake. But here we have a cool looking villain finally. So I guess all the Radiant Black guys, they share their radiant powers of some sort, but then this guy shows up. So there's your cover A. Here's your cover B by Carlos, but this right here is your Tyler Kirkham variant. So if this guy is a major villain and he is, pivotal to the story or whatever, you might want to be looking at this 25 copy incentive if you are speccing on the character. Second Chances got an issue number 2, dropping no variant covers. Saint Mercy, same scenario, issue 2 of a 4-issue miniseries, no variant covers. Stillwater by Zdarsky and Perez at issue number 10. This one has no variant covers. Summoner's War Legacy number 6, also no variant covers. Siphon number 3 of 3, so it's a final of the series. Let me know what you think about this one. No variant covers. Siphon number 3 does have a variant cover. There's your cover B. That Texas Blood number 10, no variant. And then Vinyl number 4 of 6-issue miniseries, and that of course is your final Image book. All right, so we're going to take a look at the books that are on FOC for DC 9/2. So this coming Thursday first, and then we're going to go and look back at the books that were on FOC that closed today, and just make sure you can try to get your order into your shop tomorrow morning and be like, hey, I might have forgotten to give you guys this information last week, but I still want this. And hopefully it works out for you. So here we go. So Action Comics 1035 gave you a cover A, and there's probably going to be at least a cover B for that one. Are You Afraid of the Dark Side? And there's your one shot, and there's your cover A, and they didn't show the cover B, and there might be a cover C with that one as well. Batman Reptilian number 4 of 6, cover A by Liam Sharp, but they didn't show cover B. Batman Superman number 22, cover A by Ivan Rice and Danny Mickey. Didn't show the cover B, and I didn't put in a placeholder for that one. My apologies. Blue and Gold number 3 of 8 was moved back from final order cutoff last week to this week. Checkmate number 4, cover A. Didn't show their cover B, but the cover Bs have been pretty consistent. Detective Comics 1043, cover A by Dan Mora, and this is part of our Fear State story. So here we go, everybody. And then there is your Lee Bermejo cardstock variant. He's always delivering on the arts. And then for you Huntress fans, this is your 1/25 cardstock variant cover. So good luck to you on that one. If you're a Huntress fan, I know that there's going to be some people probably after that one. Harley Quinn number 7, cover A by Riley Rossmo. But then Derek Chu giving us the Fear State variant. Cardstock variant from Derek Chu. Oh, but wait. Cal New gave you a cardstock variant that's also a 1/25 incentive and is another one of these wanted posters. So pretty cool looking poster variant here, and I think there is a consistent theme that they're going to be running through a bunch of those books. So if you're checking out the wanted posters, good luck to you. Hope you're getting them all. Icon and Rocket Season 1, number 3 of 4. And of course, they didn't show any of the other covers, but there might actually be a B and a C cover for that one. So make sure you're asking the shops ahead of time what they show in their systems. Lock and Key, Sandman Universe, Hell and Gone, number 2, one-shot, cover A, Gabriel Rodriguez. Sandman Lock and Key Universe again, Hell and Gone, number 2, one-shot, cover B. And then they gave you a cover C. That one's by Kelly Jones, too, so... well, Batman artist. Detective Comics artist, sorry. Mr. Miracle, The Source of Freedom, number 5 of 6. Cover A. And then, of course, the Mr. Miracle Source of Freedom, cover B. Oh, and I copied it, but I thought I cut it. But that Ninja Scouts goes in the Scout section, or the Scoot section. Robin, number 6, cover A. And then, of course, they didn't show the cover B. And then Ruby Justice League number 6 of 7, cover A by Mirka and Dolfo, and then there will be a cover B. And you can actually find the cover Bs if you go and read the digital story. Superman 78 number 2, and this is a Ben Oliver cover. And look at this art by Ben Oliver. I mean, Ben Oliver's just crushing things. Sometimes very simplistic, but definition is there. Superman 78 number 2 has a cover B by Brian Hitch, and that's your cardstock variant. And then Superman and the Authority number 4 of the 4-issue miniseries. And there's your cover B that they didn't show the art for. All right, so everybody, here we go. Wonder Woman's got an 80th anniversary, 100-page super spectacular one-shot coming up. And just like all of the other anniversary books, so they did the Batman anniversary, they did the Aquaman, they did the Action 1000s, and then this Wonder Woman 80-page or 80th anniversary one is probably going to be pretty big because there's got some good covers. So we got to see what's... obviously, the guts are going to determine how good it is, right? But here's your cover B, which is your film-inspired variant. So that's your Gal Gadot-inspired variant. And then you have your Wonder Woman 80th page or 80th anniversary Cat Staggs television-inspired variant. Then you got your Bruce Timm animation variant. So the Bruce Timm one, yeah, a lot of people are going to be after that one just because they like Bruce Timm's art. But, Miss Jen Bartel. Oh, Jen Bartel, thank you so much for blessing us with your artwork here, because all of them are great, including the one right second from the left. They kind of showcasing the tail end there. But this is fantastic art by Bartel. It appears to be a wraparound cover, so it's going to be a awesome one of the variant covers there. Didn't say there was a ratio, though, so I assume that these are all open order. So I have a feeling if you want this one, you're going to be telling your store you want that one. Wonder Woman 8th Anniversary 100-page Super Spectacular Cover F, the Golden Age variant, and then they've got the Modern Age variant. So, that's going to wrap it up for that one. Yeah, and I had a feeling that the Bartel was going to be the hit, which is the reason why, out of all the covers that are on this episode tonight, that is the reason why I chose that Bartel for our thumbnail. So, all right, everybody. So, this is the DC stuff that just closed on FOC today. So here is your Aquaman, The Becoming, number 1 of the 6-issue miniseries, which has Aqualad stepping into his 5G role. And then here is the cover B by Carrie Randolph. And that's very different looking Randolph art, in my opinion. I think whoever's inking that one definitely changes up his style a little bit. Yeah, Eric, don't question what goes on in Lock and Key, the Sandman universe, because it's not destined to make sense, but it was supposed to be a one-shot, but they did 2 parts to it. I don't understand it either, but again, it's a crossover between universes, so anything's possible, and it gets real weird. But the Aquaman Becoming does have a 1/25 Francis Manapul cardstock variant cover, so if you are speccing on the Aqualad Becoming Aquaman character, this may be his first appearance of it. I didn't read in Future State if he was Aquaman. So what you want to be doing is you want to be paying attention to all the books that DC's dropping here and making sure they have not already premiered in a Future State book where they have already assumed the role that they're kind of stepping into. So, I mean, that kind of happened with Yara Flor. Her first appearance happened as Wonder Woman before Wonder Girl. Batman 113 with the Jorge Jimenez Fear State tie-in. There's your Ghostmaker sharing the cover with Batman on the A cover. Cover B by Jorge Molina. Ben Oliver. Man. Ben, you're killing it here. So that's good stuff right there. And then we got Miracle Molly. So this is Batman Secret Files Miracle Molly one-shot. Cover A. So Little Thunder. And then a little lightning from Franny. And both of these, I mean, if you're into the Miracle Molly character, you know that this is kind of, par for the course with her. She's a little out there. And then your 1 in 25 is a very cheaply minimized cardstock or trade dress of the A cover, which, come on, DC, you need to step things up. All right, so here is Batman Urban Legends number 6 with the second printing. Here is that Black Canary kicking the crap out of somebody on the back cover? Yeah. Batman versus Bigby, A Wolf in Gotham, number 1, cover A. And then here's your cover B. Catwoman number 35, cover A, Yannick Paquette. And here we are, everybody. Look at that. Look how good that looks on the negative space on this slide right here. With no trade dress on it. You can't really tell it's even a comic book cover. It just looks like a floating Catwoman. But here she is with her very purple rope. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. And then, of course, as I was telling you guys, these wanted posters. There we go. Number 35 has a 1 in 25 incentive cover. So you're going to be... Well, it's going to be real easy for them to hit this wanted variant because of how many everybody in the live chat talking about how much they want the Frisian variant, which is true. Flash number 774, and he says, "Not my daughter." And then here is 774's cover B. Justice League number 68, cover A. Cover B. And then we got Legends of the Dark Knight number 5, cover A. Cover B. That's a pretty decent Martian Manhunter variant too. And then here's another Martian Manhunter variant that he doesn't have very many of them, but this is your 1 in 25 incentive for Dark Knight, Legends of the Dark Knight number 3. Looney Tunes number 262. And Super Duck, everybody. Super Duck. Nightwing number 84, cover B. So, did I show the cover A? No, I'm sorry. That is your cover A. Here's your cover B, Jamal Campbell cardstock variant. And then here is your wanted poster, 1 in 25 incentive. So expect these ones with the 1 in 25s to have a little bit of a bump on the cover orders at least. Shazam number 3 of the 4-issue miniseries, and here's your cover A by Clayton Henry. And then here is your cover B. Static Season 1, number 4 of 6, cover A, and they didn't show the cover B, and they also removed that from the list. Sometimes it's an error. I didn't want to leave it off my list, though. Make sure you guys had the name down. So, Strange Adventures, number 12 of the 12-issue series, and here is your cover A, and then here is your cover B. So, Tom King's final issue of this Black Label series. Might have to read that one. Suicide Squad King Shark number 1 of a 6-issue miniseries. So we've got that one right there. We got the Federici cardstock variant. We got the 1 in 25 Scott Collins cardstock variant. And then we've got Wonder Woman Black and Gold number 4, cover A, Tula Lote. And then we've got the Middleton cardstock variant, which is amazing. And then check this out. I have a feeling this one's probably going to be doing a little bit more than people probably anticipate because of if Darkseid's actually in the story, and he also shows up on the cover here, and it's a Darkseid versus Wonder Woman book. I think there's going to be some people who are going to be chasing after that. That's going to wrap it up for DC. So that means we are into the final section of the show here this evening. So make sure that you guys have smashed that like button. Make sure you've shared the video with some of your friends. And of course, if you're watching this on the rewind, please leave me a comment below. Let me know what books you like the most from this list. Here we go with Alien number 7. So that's wild looking. Alien in the cornfield. Just what we need, right? Aliens hanging out here. Kuman Coley variant. And then here we have the Rafa Sandoval variant, which is fire. Literally. All right. So Amazing Spider-Man number 74. So here we go, everybody. So this is apparently the, I think it's the final issue, right? Is it the final issue of the series? Either way, we're approaching the end of the line. This is actually Amazing Spider-Man number 850, but they botched the numbering up somewhere, so they didn't want to put it at 850. They just wanted to call it 74. But we got a lot of variant covers to go along with this one. So the Chiquetto variant. Then we have your Ferreira variant. The Amazing Spider-Man U variant. The Friends variant. the Gomez variant, the Maliv variant, the Peach Momoko variant, the Spider-Woman or Spider-Man Foreshadow variant. So look at what's going on, what we got going on here. The Foreshadow showing Kraven, Black Cat, Peter, MJ, Doc Ock, and Morbius. And then this was my favorite cover of the covers because it's MJ in the spider suit, and she's obviously being very playful with Peter. So there you have it. That's my favorite. This one's probably going to be a hit too, just because there's going to be people wanting this one. So this is them actually sitting on the side of a building, but I turned it this way so you can make some sense out of what the hell they're doing. And if he was sitting there holding a drink sideways like that with a straw in his mouth, the drink would be spilling. So that's kind of why I wanted to call critique on that one. But come on, Sarah Pacelli, you're usually better than that. Amazing Spider-Man number 74 with the Bagley variant. And then here is your Gleason Virgin variant. Hey, 78 points. If you didn't know, Red Kryptonite was mine. I don't know what to tell you, but Red Kryptonite gives me strength. And I got to give it to Stan Lee and Jeff Scott Campbell and a couple other people for putting so many redheads into the comic books as I grew up. So, you know, it is what it is. Ended up marrying one. So, the Gleason Virgin variant, also, you know, pretty cool. Avengers 47 second printing variant. So, here is your World War She-Hulk Snoo variant. And Daredevil 33 getting a second printing variant. So, of course, we're heading towards the end of this Daredevil run. I think they're going to end it at issue 34 or 36. Not right. Somewhere around there. So, we're approaching the end. And then, of course, they're going to start over again. Oh, man. So, this right here, Death of Doctor Strange, everybody. So, they're killing both Spider-Man and Doctor Strange right before they put Spider-Man and Doctor Strange into a movie. It's as if they're removing them from the comic book universe to make you desire them so much that you will actually go out and see them in the movies. Saying. Death of Doctor Strange number 1 has this Bustos Stormbreakers variant, Peach Momoko, and then the Scotty Young. So this is the Scotty Young one is basically, you know, what they tell everybody. Like, cheer up, Doc. Dead doesn't actually mean dead. It's more like paused dead. Yep, we've all been there and done that. And that's true. If you look at the cover, Elektra, Cyclops, Captain America, Wolverine, and Spider-Man, all major characters that have always been killed. So here we got Miles wearing the levitate shirt over top of Doctor Strange, but he's not. I don't think he's really levitating. Looks like he's just sticking to the logo with some spider webs. But this one right here, everybody, this one is the Death of Doctor Strange number 1, Stephanie Hans variant. I believe this is your 1 in 25 incentive. And yo, Patrick, I hope you're good too, brother. Thanks for joining the live chat tonight. And then here we go, Death of Doctor Strange number 1 of 5, Hidden Gem variant. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's back at the end of the series either, but I think they might kill him off a little bit longer and just bring him back like right around the time they drop Spider-Man No Way Home. Because again, they're playing the psychology aspect of you guys. If they remove your desire, or they remove your ability to get your Doctor Strange and Spider-Man content, they're going to give it to you later in the movie form. So, but this right here, this Hidden Gem variant, it's probably going to be a 50 copy incentive or a 100 copy incentive. So check with your LCS. It's a very classic looking Doctor Strange, of course. All right, so Omnimax's first cover appearance here. Defenders number 1, second printing. The second printing also has the first, I'm not going to say it's a full appearance of Galactus' mom because it's just showing basically, the only thing that's not shaded is her butt. But that's Galactus' mom standing next to Doctor Strange. And the Ultra Call is that Doctor Strange ends up being the daddy of Galactus somehow by, you know, falling in love with Galactus' mom. Because this is in they went back so far back in time that they are in the previous incarnation of the universe. Fantastic Four number 36. Doc Joe in the house, man. Thank you for joining us here this evening, sir. Good to see you. So here's the Fantastic Four number 36, and check out this Mark Brooks variant. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not a variant. This is a regular cover. Mark Brooks on the A cover is fire. The Dodderman Miles Morales 10th anniversary variant. So Russell Dodderman giving us an Iron Spider Miles Morales, which is kind of, Yeah, it's derivative, but, you know, we expect a lot of the stuff that happens to Peter to also happen to Miles. So the only difference is when Peter got a suit change, it was way better than what's going on with Miles. Just saying, my humble opinion. But Fantastic Four 36 with this with the Miles variant, and then we have the wraparound flame variant here, which I don't know if that's actually an incentive because it showed in the regular section. But this right here is your Bradshaw variant. So right now we have a situation where Dr. Doom, mad that his future wife-to-be did the nasty with Johnny Storm. So he touches Johnny Storm and basically turns the flame on to whereas it hurts and he can never turn it off and touch another human being. So that's currently where the story is. And this is your Bradshaw variant, which if I, could say something, Marvel, what the hell? This should have been your A cover. The Brooks variant or the wraparound flame should have probably been your incentive. But what do I know? Yeah, so, and I agree with you, Eric. Miles' suit was fine. They didn't need to change it, but they obviously wanted to make him look more like the Scarlet Spider. Gamma Flight number 4. And then it's got this Pacheco variant. So, knowing everything going on in Gamma Flight, and man, that's a abomination with the fingers on his head. It's just weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. Gamma Flight number 4, there's your Zercher variant. Guardians of the Galaxy number 18, and this is the Last Annihilation storyline. So there's Dormammu and letting his Annihilation Horde in. We have the Baldion variant here, which is amazing looking, but of course it looks like everybody's been Dormammu'd. And then the Miles Morales 10th anniversary variant has Miles in a spacesuit hanging out with Quasar. And here we are, everybody. So if you did not know, the Miles Morales Spider-Man number 29 was the debut of his new suit on the last page. Well, don't worry. There's no reason to buy issue 30 with him on the cover of it, because issue 29, where he actually first appears, has a second print with him on the cover now. So if they had done this right and actually put the the suit on the 29 cover, that would have been perfect. But they tried to do it to drum up more sales for 30, and all they're doing is they're killing the sales for 30 with 29 here on the second print. But what do I know? Again, Marvel doesn't want to hire people like me because we are free thinkers. Moon Knight number 3, and this one is your first full cover, well, it's your first cover appearance of this guy, Hunter's Moon, but he's appeared in the last 2 issues. So he's not really a first appearance here, but there are some cool looking covers, of course. The Miles Morales Greg Land variant. I'm sorry, but this costume's cooler than the one that they gave him in the sweatsuit. I'm just saying. And then, of course, the Reese variant. This one is probably going to be one you're going to want to be down for, just because this Moon Knight series is proven to be It's proven to be super popular. I didn't think it was going to be as popular as it is, but it is super popular. Yeah, actually, let's talk about this for a second. Moon Knight number 1 was your number 2 selling book behind X-Men number 1. Think about that for a second. Reptile number 4 of the 4-issue miniseries. And then here is your Wolf variant cover. And this is a friend of the Comic Crusaders podcast. So I believe it's Michelle Wolf who did this variant cover. So shout out to you. Spirits of Vengeance Spirit Rider number 1 second printing variant. And this, of course, is just a black and white variant of the A cover that was released. But that Bill Sienkiewicz incentive variant seems to still be on a slow burn. Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 16. And this, of course, is you got your 3 bounty hunters going crazy at each other. All right, and then Star Wars Bounty Hunters Villanelli got a blueprint variant cover here. So blueprint variants are going to be taking over the wanted poster variants, giving you guys a little bit of an option as far as what you want to collect. Of course, they got another cover here for you. So if you're not into those, you can, of course, collect these Lucasfilm 50th anniversary variant, Count Dooku, and, of course, General Grievous here. All right, so Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads number 3 of 5, Maria Wolf. Thank you, Eric Temple. I didn't mean to mess that one up. Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads number 3 of a 5-issue miniseries again, and then Perel. Oh my gosh. So they got me on issue 2. They got me on issue 2 with that throwback to Peter Parker Spider-Man 101. They got me here again. Perel doing a symbiote Spider-Man and a Black Widow, and a Black Cat cover. Yeah, and the guts inside, it has Black Cat kind of talking with Doctor Strange and trying to find a way to save Peter, who's like bouncing through time somehow. Interesting stuff going on in there. And then, of course, here we got United States Captain America number 4 of the 5-issue miniseries. And here we have Ariel Agbayani. I hope I did not mispronounce that one. She is the campus Captain America, which means she is likely a social justice warrior. And if anybody, wanted to sit at a ladder with Crowder, prove me wrong table, she would be one of the people objecting to them even being on campus. But freedom of speech and all, except for speech you don't agree with. But Peach Momoko dropping a variant. And then we're on to X-Corp. So X-Corp number 5 is, I believe, the final issue of this 5-issue miniseries. So The Way of X and X-Corp both limited to smaller series. But this is, again, the distribution of the drugs and the corporate espionage side of things. And shout out to Sith Lordly, who I think is reading this one too. And then, of course, we have this cover right here by All Red, giving us the classic All Red cover. Angel, Mastermind, Multiple Man, Monet, Celine, and Professor X. I mean, this is the whole squad. X-Men number 3. And, of course, Pepe Larraz does not disappoint. This A cover is amazing looking, but it does look like the shark is about to bite the head off of the monkey who's got the big old glowing bowl. Oh, I know, Nate, though. I'm a free thinker, and they can't control me. That's why they hate me. But anyway, X-Men number 3 giving us the Russell Darterman variant, and of course, with more of my red kryptonite here. The thing is, Russell, this was her Hellfire Gala costume. This was not her. It's not like her X-Men costume. I thought we were getting like trading card variants that displayed that, but if you do make this her permanent costume, my man, because it was a fire-looking dress, I got to admit. X-Men number 3 with the Terry Dodson variant. Interesting looking cover, right? But yep, there appears to be everybody there. All right, so X-Men Legends number 7. So X-Men Legends number 7 here: Deathstrike, Jubilee, Wolverine, and a bunch of hand ninjas. It's probably going to get pretty lit on the inside. And bro, Elizabeth Torque, talked about her for sure. Dude, yeah, that black and gold number 4, 1 and 25 is probably going to make people a little bit sad because of the Dark Side cover. But check this out. So everybody who doesn't know about Elizabeth Torque, you need to know about Elizabeth Torque. Elizabeth Torque did that one variant cover for X-Men Trial of Magneto number 1 that was a Scarlet Witch, and it just had her eyes highlighted. I think Elizabeth Torque is one of the best artists that draws eyes. Just one of the things that I pick up from her. I love her facial features, the way she does expressions. There's a couple other covers of hers that really stand out, but I want to remind everybody she did that coffee shop variant for that Invincible Iron Man number 1 that had Riri Williams on the cover hanging out with the coffee shop owner. So that's probably one of her more harder to find covers, but of course I did a spec matrix on Elizabeth Torque way back on Drunken Chat. And yeah, a lot of the spec matrix that I've done on Drunken Chat will soon be uploaded to my channel. Soon. Pardon me. And then the final book of the evening, X-Men Onslaught Revelation. I do believe this is a one-shot because I have not seen any solicits for an issue 2 behind this one. And this does make things interesting because, of course, if you read Way of X, you know what's going on here. Why we have Legion back, Nightcrawler and Legion kind of teaming up with each other. And then, of course, we've got the variant cover here. X-Men Onslaught Revelation number 1, the Vincentini variant. And that is the final book on this episode of The Secret Variant. But stick around. I got a couple more things to talk to you guys about. And again, I want to thank you all for tuning into the length of this show. And hopefully you've got your orders down packed and you're going to have everything you need and not missing out on anything important. Because we wouldn't want you missing out on the important stuff. But what we're going to do here is we're going to take a look at some other things. I got a couple of reminders for you guys here. Of course, if you are following me on this channel, I do graciously appreciate it because this channel is trying to grow. But while we're growing we're going to be asking you guys to make sure that you do tell your friends about the next episodes here and make sure they are subscribed for all the cool stuff we do. So the next episode of the Secret Variant should be next weekend, right on time. The Ultra Box giveaway is still getting stacked more and more, but we've, we're on our way to 1,000. So the deal is I'm waiting for the authentication email to come from YouTube telling me that I have successfully, been added to their monetization program. I get to have ads on my channel and all that good stuff. So then we're going to give that away. And then, of course, don't forget to tune in on Saturday mornings at 12:30 a.m. or Friday night, depending on your time zone. If you're over there on the East Coast, that is 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Friday nights for the Mighty Mel V YouTube channel. Drunken Chat, son. It's where we hang out. It's where I drop this Ultra Maximus Speculation Matrix Variant Edition for just keep you guys on your toes. Don't forget to also check out some of the feature channels in my feature channel sections from Discovery Bay, Spine Ticks, Team Nerd Herd, Mighty Mel V, Comic Crusaders, and of course Newbie Comics, Nearing Nerdvana, The Ninth Wonder, and Hood Rat. Subscribe also for the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, which will be Wednesday. I'll see you guys there, right? And then, of course, Whatnot Comics, of course, I haven't had a sale yet, but I will be prepping for another one. And, of course, follows are always appreciated on Facebook, IG, and Twitter. And, of course, last, if you see anything on Twitter that is newsworthy, go ahead and give me a tag on it at X Ultra Maximus X. Give me a follow while you're over there, too. And then, of course, you can do the same thing on IG and Facebook. Just tag me in the post if you see something excellent, and I graciously appreciate it for that. I want to thank you guys for watching. I will see you all next week. Leave me a comment below on the rewind.
Back to what you love.
They paused my video.